All right, guys. So we have, I don't know how, but somehow things are getting worse. I can't say it's surprising news. We found this out last night, but Paulson Adebo, he did break his femur in yesterday's game, yesterday's disgusting loss against the Broncos. So Adam Schefter reporting this morning that he underwent surgery for a season-ending broken femur. The recovery timeline is about 4 to 5 months. So obviously the season's done. And if you guys didn't know this, we may have seen Paulson Adebo play his last snap as a New Orleans Saint. We're going to break down the injury news. We're going to kind of rehash and overreact a little bit to last night's game. Welcome into Saints Now. My name is Trace Girouard. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. Let's get after it. All right, so long story short here, guys. I don't know how, but somehow insult is getting added to injury. Just quick reminder, if you want more videos or if you want to see this guy in some of our videos, you should subscribe to the channel. In all seriousness, daily videos. I'm off today. This is just something that you can't not talk about. So if you want more videos, live shows, watch parties, all sorts of cool stuff. We're a really cool community here, man. I'm really prideful, and I take a lot of pride in what we do here at Chat Sports. And I'm proud of the work that we do here, and I'm proud of the work that I do. So, diehard Saints fan, subscribe today. But enough that. Let's talk Paulson Adebo here. So this is a really unfortunate thing here, and I know that a lot of Saints fans have been really frustrated with how Paulson Adebo has been playing this year. I want to add some clarity here. And before you see that, I went to Arkansas. I know we play each other in football, LSU to Arkansas. That's not the point of this. Paulson Adebo led the NFL in pass breakups. He was among the top in interceptions forced, or I guess interceptions in total. Paulson Adebo is a good cornerback. I was talking with my girlfriend last night about this because with Paulson Adebo, the highs are going to be real high with him, and you're going to get some really good stuff. You're going to get some great highlights, great plays, great production. But then by that same token, it's the yin and the yang. You're going to get the pros and the cons. It's like Newton's laws of physics or whatever. No matter how high things are, it's equally going to be that low. So when you get the interceptions, you get the pass breakups, you get the great play from Paulson Adebo, you're also going to get a lot of penalties. You're going to get pass breakup or pass interference. You're going to get defensive holding. You're going to get a lot of those. It's unfortunate, but that's just the nature of the beast. The NFL is an offensive-driven league. That's just how it works, guys. Before breaking his femur, Ross Jackson pointing this out, Paulson Adebo was targeted just twice last night before the injury, allowing 1 catch for 2 yards. He was flagged for a defensive holding penalty, but also had 4 tackles last night. The Paulson Adebo injury is not good news. Fortunately, the New Orleans Saints did prepare for a cornerback to leave. I think going into this season, the New Orleans Saints staff, the coaching staff, the front office staff, they knew that there was going to have to be a decision made between Marshawn Lattimore and Paulson Adebo. You were not going to get to keep both of those players. Fortunately, you drafted Kool-Aid McKinstry. You brought in Rico Payton as an undrafted free agent who, for the record, is very, very promising. I am very high on what Rico Payton has done so far, and I think that him getting opportunities is a great thing. It is terrible that it comes at the expense of a massive injury to a phenomenal football player. I hate that for him. I hate that for Paulson Adebo. But what I will say is I think that the New Orleans Saints have some young talent that can, I want to say this season, I'm kind of at the point where this season's just, it's over. It's not going to go well. It sucks, but it's the reality of the world that we live in. I'm kind of at the point where we have some young talent that's intriguing, and moving forward, that's kind of what we have to focus on. We can't sit here and just say, well, we don't have Paulson Adebo. Well, if we had Adebo, we'd figure it out. Well, there's no excuses. I know. It's frustrating, isn't it? Injuries suck. But like, in all seriousness, the NFL is a next man up league. The mentality you have to have is next man up. Alvin Kamara, in his post-game locker room conference, posted on NOF Network. Highly recommend go check it out. It's not even a 7-minute video. Go watch it because I think it's very telling, especially with what Kamara is saying, how he's saying it. Like, this is a team that's hurt. This is a team that's decimated. There's not energy. There's not any umph, if you will. And unfortunately, at 9:20 a.m. on October 18th, we are still run by incompetence, with Dennis Allen still being the head coach. In my personal opinion, there's no reason why Dennis Allen should still be a head coach right now. There just isn't. Sure, you lose him as a coordinator, and that may just be all he is. And that's okay. I want it to be very clear here. It is okay that Dennis Allen is only a coordinator. That's fine. But Saints fans deserve better. Drew Brees last night deserved better. You deserve better. I deserve better. I mean, I hate to say it, Dennis Allen deserves better. Like, no one deserves this much scrutiny. No one deserves this much pressure. No one deserves this much just ill will and negative and thought about a person. Like, but when Dennis Allen week in and week out is saying, I'm not worried about my job, I'm not worried about this, I'm not worried about that, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're like, embracing mediocrity, I guess, is what we're doing nowadays. And unfortunately, we're following the Atlanta Falcons playbook by just embracing it. And here they are at the top of the division, flying with all colors right now. And the New Orleans Saints are decimated. Now, a few more thoughts coming at you, but I got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and it is Game Time. Game Time is my favorite ticketing app, and honestly, they are the best ticketing app. If you want to get tickets to, I don't know why you would want to, a Saints game, if you want to get tickets to an LSU Arkansas this weekend, get tickets to that. I'm a Hogs fan. Go get tickets and send videos to me of LSU in Fayetteville. It's going to be a fun game. If you haven't been up to Fayetteville, Arkansas, I highly recommend it. Highly, highly encourage you to go check it out. Beautiful game day atmosphere. If you want to get tickets, we actually can save you $20. If you use code CHATSPORTS, that's CHATSPORTS. That's code CHATSPORTS right here. You see it? You can get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. But Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks. They filter out the fluff so that way you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets that you know you're not going to buy anyway. So download the Game Time app, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS. You see it? Chat Sports. CHATSPORTS. Use code CHATSPORTS. You get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. What time is it? It's game time. All the information down below in the comments and description of this video. All right, let's round things out. I've had my rant about Dennis Allen. I told myself this was not going to be a Dennis Allen video. This is a Paulson Adebo and how do we move forward kind of video. So we've talked about the injury. We've talked about players that can step in. Like, don't be surprised. Kool-Aid McKinstry is going to get a lot of run. And thank God that the Saints drafted him when they did. Thank God the Saints traded up to go and get him because they need that kind of player right now. They need a cornerback. And if they hadn't done that, and had they not drafted Kool-Aid McKinstry in the second round, boy, oh boy, it would be bad news bears. In terms of all of the injuries, I mean, let's go down the line. I'm gonna just, I don't have any graphics. We're gonna go old fashioned, counting with our fingers. Derek Carr, hurt. Taysom Hill, hurt. Chris Olave, hurt. Rashid Shaheed, out for the season. Paulson Adebo, out for the season. Alvin Kamara dealing with multiple injuries but still playing. Eric McCoy, injured reserve. Just in offensive line entirely hurt. And then not to mention, you have guys like Willie Gay, who has a rod in his hand now. You have players who are dealing and playing through injuries. You're on your fourth or fifth starting center this season alone. Like, it's I don't know what the issue is, man. I don't know. Is it the medical staff? Is it ownership? Is it coaching? Is it the players? I don't think it is. But somewhere, something is going wrong in New Orleans, because what we're seeing right now, 42% of the roster is currently injured. Let me say that one more time for you. 42% of the current Saints roster is injured. I'm going to just pull up the injury report real quick. And we're going to go through every name. We're going to list them. So that way you can understand what's going on here. Cesar Ruiz, knee injury, did not play. Derek Carr, oblique injury, did not play. He was doubtful, but did not play. Lucas Patrick, chest, believe he did not play. I'm going to be honest. I'm still waking up. I haven't even done my rewatch of the film and everything. But Pete Werner did not play. Hamstring, linebacker, missed him. Rashid Shaheed did not play. Season-ending injury, had surgery yesterday on his meniscus. Chris Olave, concussion, did not play. Taysom Hill, rib injury, did not play. He was doubtful, but did not play. Peyton Turner got shaken up. Alvin Kamara dealing with a hand injury. Carl Granderson was dealing with a neck injury. Nathan Shepard dealing with a groin injury. JT Gray dealing with a calf injury. Alontae Taylor dealing with a shoulder injury. Cedric Wilson dealing with an ankle injury. Tyrann Mathieu dealing with a forearm injury. Willie Gay dealing with a hand injury. Bub Means, hand injury. Colin Saunders at the very end of the week, added to the injury report, did not play due to a back injury. Ladies and gentlemen, this team is injured. This team is beat up. This team is hurt. That's what's happening. If you want to know what went wrong with this season, injuries. Injuries completely derailed the season. Now, to round things off, to finish it off, talking about Paulson Adebo. Like I said earlier, it is very possible and very likely that Adebo has played his last snap as a New Orleans Saint. I think we need to not focus so much on the negative aspect of everything and like so many penalties, so many bad moments this season, so many this, so many that. 10 pass breakups this year so far, leads the NFL. Last year had 18. Last year, 4 interceptions. This year, 3 so far. He has a total of 10 interceptions in his career. Over 40 total pass breakups. Over 250 career tackles. Ladies and gentlemen, the New Orleans Saints are going to miss Paulson Adebo. You may not miss him. You may not miss the penalties. You may not miss the frustrating calls that get thrown against him. It happens. But the Saints are going to miss Paulson Adebo. He is a player that the New Orleans Saints need to have around. It's not good. It's a big loss to the Saints defense. It's a big loss to football because he's a great player. He is a great player. And great players make other players better. It sucks, man. And unfortunately, we're starting to see the defense drop like flies, just like the offense was. We're going to have videos coming out the rest of this weekend, so be sure to check those out as they come out. Don't forget to subscribe. Saints fans, I appreciate you for watching today's video. Have a wonderful weekend. I mean, at least try. At least try to have a wonderful weekend. It sucks that this is where we're at. Those first 2 weeks of Saints football will always be remembered, the historic generational run. But Who Dat Nation, unfortunately, another set of bad news, another instance of bad news, but this is why you subscribe, because I'm going to be here every step of the way, talking you through it, helping you out, and making you feel a little bit better. At least trying. I'm at least going to try to make you feel a little bit better about everything going on. And also, I mean, look at that. You got a sub for that. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right. I'm going to hop out of here. Got some things I got to take care of today. Y'all stay golden. Have a wonderful day.